Have you taken any drugs, either legal or illegal, within the past 24 hours?
No, sir.
Have you consumed any alcohol within the past 12 hours?
No, sir.
Have you taken any prescribed medication within the last 24 hours?
No, sir.
Do you have a prescription for Xanax?
No, sir.
Wait, and give me a chance to object, okay?
Okay.
Just give me a second.
That's fine.
You get career. Do you know Raymond Usher the Fourth?
No.
Do you know an individual, an entertainer by the name of Usher?
Yeah, Usher. That sounds familiar.
Isn't it true that Usher was instrumental in starting your career?
What does that have to do with this litigation, Mr. DeKalb? This is just you trying to harass the client. Why don't you get down to business?
Your comments are inappropriate.
I
am getting down. Fine, but I am getting down to business. I'm asking questions that do pertain to this lawsuit.
This sounds like
And
a 60 Minutes interview. I mean, are we going to ask about the issues in the case?
No, he
Say,
wants to make a
sir.
videotape so he can distribute it to the media. That's what this is all about. This is DeKalb's interview.
This has to do with the questions that involve this lawsuit.
Come on.
Please, sir. Isn't it true that Usher was very instrumental in starting your career?
That calls for a yes or no answer, correct?
However he chooses
It
to
calls for a
respond.
yes or wait, I'm just going off your page, man. It's a yes or no answer required, right?
I think my lawyer's asking a question.
Please, sir.
I think my lawyer's asking a question.
I'm not here to answer his questions. You're here to answer mine.
Okay.
Do you need the question read back?
Yeah, let's read it back.
Is it true that Usher was very instrumental in starting your career?
I'm pretty aware that,
Calls for a yes or no.
Is it?
yeah.
Was your answer yes?
Yes.
I'm really sorry to keep asking you this, but can you please speak up?
I think yes and no are fucking pretty different.
Hold on. Let's take a break.
Sir.
Let's take a break.
I'm sorry for letting this man get to me before. My bad. Before we came back here, you had asked me.
She's going to read
Let
that.
her read back the question. Thank you for your memory.
It's about
Is it true that Usher was very instrumental in starting your career?
that was the last question.
I was found on YouTube. I think that I was detrimental to my own career.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you at all. I'm sitting right next to you. Okay,
I said I think I was instrumental
Well,
to
let
my
me
own
hear back
career.
from the court reporter.
Instrument.
Said I think I was instrumental to my own career.
Thank you, sir. But my question was Usher, was he helpful to your professional career?
Yes.
Is Usher a close friend of yours?
Yes.
Is Usher a confidant?
I guess, yes.
Has Usher given you career advice?
Is this an interview or a deposition? I'm confused.
Please, sir.
I'm just confused at whether this is an interview or a deposition.
I mean, what does it matter if he's a confidant? I mean,
What? I
Listen,
don't
if
understand.
if you instruct him not to answer, that's fine. If you want to make an objection, that's equally as fine.
Okay.
But I need you to stop talking. It's inappropriate.
No, I think your questions are inappropriate. This sounds like some sort
So
of 60 minutes interview.
instruct him not to answer. If that's your position.
If you're going to keep going with this line of questioning, we'll just break the deposition and move for a protective order. It's harassing.
We can get the
It's
magistrate
inappropriate.
right back on the phone, or the judge.
Can you pro-offer how that's reasonably calculated to lead to admissible evidence? Pardon me.
It goes to his credibility. Yes.
That's not admissible evidence.
Please listen. If you want to object, fine.
I'll let you
if you
go
want
a
to
couple more questions, but
please, sir.
I just want to see
Well,
whether Usher's a confidant goes to his credibility.
sir, is Usher a confidant?
Usher being a confidant doesn't credit my credibility.
you already answered that question. You already asked it, Mark. Asked and answered. You already said yes.
Please, sir.
Come on, move on.
Are you instructing him not to answer?
Move on.
Are you instructing him not to
No, I'm
answer?
not.
Okay, fine,
You
sir.
already answered.
Is Usher a confidant?
He already answered that question. He said yes previously. Are you just going to keep re-asking him the same
He
question?
didn't. I didn't hear a yes to the confidant.
She can read it back. He
I asked
answered
him
yes.
if Usher was a friend.
No, you
I
didn't.
never.
You asked him if he was a confidant. He said yes. I remember you saying it.
Fine.
That was definitely an ask before that question. It was a
What was your
definite
answer? Please remind me of your answer.
No. It seems like a 16-minute interview.
Have you ever spoken to Usher about how your bodyguards should handle photographers?
No.
Is there a difference to you, sir, that there's a difference between a photographer or a paparazzi?
No. Did you not get my no? Or was that not received?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
He
get
said
your
no.
You refer to paparazzi as paps.
I refer to paparazzi as many different names.
Do you sometimes refer to paparazzi as paps?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you aware that your bodyguards have ever gone after paps because they've taken? Have you told your bodyguards to go after paps?
No, sir.
Have you ever told your bodyguards to take care of a pap?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's go off the record for a second. I want to show a clip.
Off the record.
We're not going off the video record. It is now 11:39.
I don't recall.
Thank you. Do you recall where this event that we're watching in Plaintiffs 1 is occurring?
Is this 60 minutes? I don't. I'm so confused. I'm still confused at the.
On here? Is this an incident?
Please, sir. Do you recall where this was? This footage was shot?
Miami.
Thank you. And please play. Please pause it. Did you hear yourself say, Dwayne, get this pap out of here?
Yes.
What did that mean?
Just meant get the pap out of here. And which meant to me, just back him up as the fans were trying to take pictures with me. Nothing aggressive by that.
Why did you tell him that?
I just told you why.
Isn't it true that you knew your bodyguards were using physical force against photographers?
I'm sorry, on that video? I just want to know what you're talking about on that video.
Yes, on that video. Please, sir.
No, sir.
You know that your bodyguards chase paps sometimes to get them out of wherever you want them out of. Isn't that true, sir?
I don't tell my security how to do their job. They don't tell me how to do my job.
Is it true that you know that your security guards will punch, grab, and push PAPs if they need to?
I object.
I'm sorry? Are you,
The question again?
did you hear the question again, sir?
Why don't you re-ask it?
Why don't you replay it back? True, sir, that you know that your bodyguards sometimes grab, punch, and kick your back.
No, sir.
Isn't it true you know that they've done that in the past?
No, sir.
Isn't it true, sir, that you've seen your bodyguards chase photographers right in front of you?
No, sir.
Isn't it true that you've been personally involved in taking film cards from photographers?
No.
Let's stop. I'm going to play I'm going to mark it as plaintiffs 2.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to watch it first?
Sure.
Isn't it true that I was involved in...
Wait, hold on. There's no question.
We off the record? Yes?
Yes, we're off the record.
Yeah, but no, we
Not
are.
going off the video record, it is now 11:50.
All right, let's
Who do
do
your bodyguards work for?
My bodyguards work for my company,
What's the name of your company?
Bieber Time Touring.
Sorry.
I need you to speak up, sir.
Bieber Time Touring?
Is that a United States company?
Yes, sir.
Okay, where is that company registered?
I'm not sure where it's registered. That's done by my business manager,
Okay, what's your business manager's name?
Solomon Smallwood.
I need you to speak up. I can't hear you.
Solomon Smallwood. That's just uncomfortable.
Plaintiffs 2. Have a sticker.
Asked and
In what
answered.
sense?
In taking care of your security.
In taking care of my security? What?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
You recall when you told me...
In taking care of my security?
Sir, there's no pending question. Listen to my question. Do you recall...
There's no pending question. Listen to my question.
Right. Do you recall looking at Plaintiffs 1, the video of you taking pictures with your fans?
I don't
And
recall.
Dwayne Patterson was securing you.
I don't recall.
You don't recall something we watched 20 minutes ago?
Is that a yes or no?
Was
Nope.
it- No? Great. Let's play back Plaintiffs 1 on the movie. He
Are we going to
doesn't,
go through this again?
he doesn't recall something he watched 20
Can you
minutes ago.
just move forward with the questioning? Come on.
I could if you just wouldn't forget things that he has seen like just 20 minutes ago.
I want you to watch this again.
Can you pause, please? Sir, do you recall watching this video a few moments ago?
Yes.
Great. And do you recall telling me that Dwayne Patterson was securing you? Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
Do you ever give instructions to Dwayne Patterson or any other bodyguard instructions on how to secure you?
Yes.
Please, sir, tell me how you have given your bodyguards directions on how to secure you.
By how do you mean verbally, in writing? I'm not understanding.
Well, let's get
Sorry.
to that. Sir, do you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please answer?
Verbally?
And what do you tell them verbally? Strike that. What have you told them verbally on how to secure you?
have I told my security?
I didn't hear your response. Again, sir, I'm
I
pleading
didn't.
with you
I
to
didn't
speak
finish
right.
I didn't finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt.
Well, really?
Go ahead.
You didn't want to interrupt.
Please, sir, answer my question.
I'm pretty sure we've been on this same question for about 2 hours now, so. I mean, this isn't really going anywhere. Do you think we should break for lunch?
Sir, do you recall when I asked you earlier if you give your security verbal commands on how to secure you?
Yes.
And you told me that you did, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
How do you verbally command your bodyguards?
Just, how do I there's so
Well,
many
what do you tell
different
them?
there's so many different scenarios, so many different contexts, and tell them various things.
Okay. Well, what's something
From help me with my bag to open the door to various things.
Thank you, sir. And what about securing you as far as instructions that you give your bodyguards? Besides asking them to get your bag and open the door for you.
As far as securing me,
Yes, sir.
making sure my safety isn't at risk.
And what sort of safety commands do you give your bodyguards to make sure you're not at risk?
I don't recall.
Well, can you ever remember a time in any situation where you've given your security commands to
Yes.
protect your security?
Yes.
Okay, please, sir, tell me those times.
Earlier on today.
Okay. Please tell me about that situation earlier today. What happened?
My security walked in front of me. I told him to take one step ahead.
Why did you tell him to take one step ahead?
He was too close.
How does that put your safety at risk because your bodyguard was too close to you?
I can't be tripping on any heels. We go and we move fast.
How about any instructions verbally that you give your bodyguards
How about
in regard to circumstances involving third persons? Do you ever give them verbal commands regarding your safety?
I don't recall.
Have you ever fired a bodyguard?
Yes. Yes.
How many times?
I don't recall.
Why have you fired a bodyguard previously?
I don't recall.
Have you ever requested a new bodyguard?
I don't recall.
Have you ever told your bodyguards on how to deal with PAPs?
No.
Was that a no?
Yes, sir.
Can you fire a bodyguard if you want?
As I said before, firing and hiring is discussed by my team.
Do you have the ultimate decision as far as your team is concerned?
We discuss it as a team.
Are you intending to play this?
I had been, like I said, harassed several times. And,
How are they harassing you?
calling me names and getting in my way physically on purpose to get a reaction out of me. I let them, get a reaction out of me. As you can see, that's a reaction. As you can also see, can't see me physically hitting anybody in that tape. You just see me.
What sort of names were they calling you?
I think audibly you can hear the names.
What did you hear?
I heard cunt. I heard multiple dirty words that I just don't feel comfortable saying right now.
And all those words were directed at you?
Yes.
How do you know?
I guess I don't know.
But it got you upset, correct?
Yes, it got me upset. Like any human.
Sorry?
Like any human. I have emotions. Sometimes I don't always keep them intact.
In your opinion, do photographers have the right to take your picture?
Yes.
Photographers doing their job when they take your picture?
Objection calls respectfully.
I don't know if that's a statement or question.
It's a question, sir. Can you answer my question?
Justin, do you need a break?
No, he's just thinking.
Sorry, this is just frustrating. I've never had to go through anything like this. I ask the same questions over and over in a different manner. It's just, I'm not used to it.
You
Guess
understand my
what?
question?
Guess what? I don't recall.
You don't recall if you understand my question? Please, Madam
I don't
Reporter,
recall.
play it back.
All right, I think he needs a break. Let's just break for lunch, okay?
Sure. It's fine.
Not going up
Off
the
the record.
record, it is 12:52.
Have you ever disciplined Mr. Hesney?
Disciplined. What kind of question is that? Is he my son?
Mr. Hesney works for you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Disciplined.
yes, sir. Have you ever disciplined Mr. Hesney?
Well,
Or anything he's done work-related?
no, I don't discipline people.
Okay, who does discipline your bodyguards if they do something that you don't approve of?
It's beyond me, sir. And it's not even that they get disciplined.
What do they get?
Objection.
Did I say something funny?
You don't need to argue with the witness. Do you want to state your question again?
Is there anything funny in my question as to why you were laughing?
What is your question? Should we have it read back? Let's hope.
Well, I don't know, Katie Couric, you tell me.
Are you calling me Katie Couric?
No.
Is this a news interview for you? It's not. It's your deposition. Do you understand that?
Yes. But I see what you're doing.
How often is Hugo Hesney paid?
I'm sorry, how often is he paid? Is that
Yes.
Paid?
Yes.
Paid for what?
For acting as your security bodyguard.
I don't know.
Who would know?
I don't know. Who would know?
Would the company that hires him know?
Yes.
Aren't you part of that company?
Yeah?
But you don't know, correct?
No, got no idea.
You know how much he's paid?
No,
Who would know?
I don't know.
What's your role in the company that pays him?
I don't know.
Thank you, sir. What's hard about being in this position?
I mean, you just 2 seconds ago asked me if it was like, give me an interview. That's what it feels like. I don't feel like this is fair. I mean...
What's not fair? You have to give your deposition, that's not fair?
No, not that. I don't think it's fair, the questions that you're asking me over and over again. I don't think
It's probably because they have nothing to do with the case.
they don't have anything to do with the
Understand.
case.
Please make objections, Mr. Weissman, if you have objections.
Read it to me so I can just hear it.
Do you know if this lawsuit is about you instructing your bodyguards to beat up a photographer?
Yes.
Do you see my client in the back of the room? Mr. Binion?
How would he know who Mr. Binion is?
I mean, now I do.
You ever recall seeing this individual before?
No.
You said you recall being at the Hit Factory on June 5th, 2013, correct?
He didn't testify to
I
that.
didn't say that.
Okay. Well,
So I
then his
remember
answer is
being
no.
at the Hit Factory multiple times. It said that.
Thank you. Do you remember walking into an IHOP in December of 2013?
I don't remember.
Do you remember dining at an IHOP in December of 2013?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Was that response, I don't remember?
I don't recall.
Do you recall that your bodyguards roughed up a photographer at the IHOP, at any IHOP ever?
I don't recall.
Do you recall being in Seoul, South Korea?
I don't recall.
You remember being on Miami Beach in January of this year?
I don't recall.
You recall going to a nightclub in Miami Beach?
I don't recall.
Never?
I don't recall.
You remember being in Australia in November of 2013?
I don't.
You remember being in Australia ever?
I don't know if I've been to Australia. I've been to Australia?
Let me just ask you this. Remember earlier today when I asked you,
No.
why don't you listen to what I had to say first? And then maybe you'll tell me yes or no.
I don't have to listen to anything you have to say.
Let's not argue. Go ahead.
This is your deposition. At the beginning of your deposition, I asked you if you had taken any medication within the last 24 hours, and you said no. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Since I asked you that question this morning, have you taken any medication between then and now?
No.
Have you used any drugs between the time I asked you that question earlier and now?
No.
And you're not under the effects of any mood or mind-altering drugs right now, are you?
No.
Do you know Xavier Smith?
Do I know Xavier Smith? What kind of question is that? Yes, I know Xavier Smith.
Okay. You remember him coming with you to Miami
No.
last year?
No.
You remember being in Miami at any point in time with Xavier Smith
At any point of time with Xavier Smith?
last year?
I don't recall.
How long have you known him?
I've known Xavier Smith for multiple years.
Why was he involved in the incident in this lawsuit?
It's not to my understanding that he even is involved with this.
Okay, he also goes by Little Wayne, correct?
No.
I beg your pardon, Little Za.
No.
Do you know him as with another name?
Yeah, that's Zay.
I beg your pardon. He goes by Zay?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Full name is Xavier Smith.
You know Christopher Lynn Moore?
Yes.
Was he with you in Miami last year?
I don't recall.
You know Selena Gomez?
Yes.
Were you dating her at some point in time?
What's the relevance of that? Why are you asking that question?
Because I'm allowed to ask.
No, you're not allowed to just make up stuff and
Absolutely.
ask it. What are you talking
It
about?
sounds like you're trying to harass him.
Be a lawyer, man.
Stop making
Journalism.
statements
This isn't
that you have.
journalism.
What is the relevance? What's your pro
Have
offer?
you ever?
What's your
If
pro?
you have an objection, state your objection.
What's your pro offer of relevance on that?
Sir, have you ever talked with Selena Gomez and discussed your feelings about paparazzis with her?
Don't ask me about her again.
Sir.
Move on to another
Have you
area.
ever?
Don't ask me about her
Have you ever
again.
discussed?
Don't ask me about her again.
Have you ever?
Don't ask me about her again.
discussed your feelings
Don't
with
ask me.
Selena
Don't ask me about her again.
Wait,
About
let's take a break.
You know what? Just stop.
We gotta take a break.
Don't ask me about her again.
We gotta take a
The
break.
client's not asking for a break.
Don't ask me about her again.
Let's take a break, Justin.
Not going back to video record, it is now 3:02. We're not back on the video record, it is now 3:10.
Have you ever discussed your feelings with Paps? Strike that. Have you ever discussed your feelings about Paps with Selena Gomez?
I instruct you not to answer the question that's intended to cause annoyance, embarrassment. He's not going to answer. You can ask the next question.
Have you ever discussed with Selena Gomez how to handle paparazzi?
Instruct you not to answer, intended to cause annoyance, embarrassment.
Isn't it true that you were with Selena Gomez when a photographer was attacked?
Instruct you not to answer, intended to cause annoyance and embarrassment.